I was not confident in my teeth at all before I had braces.
I had gaps in my teeth were uneven.
Dr. Tom and his team definitely made us feel very comfortable.
They did treat me like family.
They did treat us like family. I was comfortable to ask them any questions about my teeth, and they would give me an honest answer, and I really appreciated that.
I was surprised just how quick it was.
Fast Dental Fresno made it super easy, and in as little as 4 months, I had my dream smile.
I would absolutely recommend it.
It's the Epic RV sale. Buy this 21-foot couple coach for only $18,950 or $199 per month. Choose from hundreds of deeply discounted RVs at Epic RV on Highway 41 next to Valley Children's Hospital in Madera.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News Sunrise.
Coming up on Sunrise, a bill hoping to bring justice to hit-and-run offenders facing rejection in the Capitol again.
Plus, as the warm weather continues to melt the snow in the mountains, Yosemite Park rangers warning you to stay away from the water.
Good morning. Welcome to KSEE 24 Sunrise. I'm Brody Logan.
And I'm Taryn Mitchell. Thank you so much for waking up with us today.
It is 6:01 a.m. on this Tuesday, May 23rd. Going to give you a live look outside right now. Sun already up. Feeling a little mild out there, but we got a cool off coming. Ruben Gutierrez, look at the forecast.
It's finally here. We've been in the 90s for over a week now. Some valley spots will dip into the 80s for today, and things will be much more comfortable as we make our way into the holiday weekend. So, Merced, some of the spots in the North Valley in the 80s this afternoon, upper 50s this morning. We're at 66 in Fresno. It is cooler compared to this time yesterday across the valley, but Fresno and the South Valley, low 90s today. We're closer to average, which is 84 for this time of year. And, of course, we're still going to see some clouds here and there, but this is part of the cold front that's going to cool us off. We're not expecting any rain, but it is going to be cooler, drier, so it's going to be much comfortable out there. We're just going to see a few clouds in the Sierra and really no threat of showers or thunderstorms. 68 in Shaver Lake, 75 for Yosemite, and 85 for Oakhurst this afternoon. Temperatures might even dip into the 70s before the holiday weekend. I'll show you exactly when in a few minutes, but first for now, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you. FEMA will be setting up shop in the South Valley to get federal resources to flood victims. Today, the agency has opened up resource centers at the Alpa Unified School District office on Road 39 and the Orosi Education Center on Road 128. Thursday through Saturday, FEMA will open up shop in Springville and Lindsay. And next Monday through Wednesday, people can find help at the Wood Lake Community Center. The agency will help connect people with resources and available programs and will help teach people how to submit a federal claim.
Well, as the warm weather continues to melt the snow in the mountains, Yosemite Park rangers now warning you to stay away from all that water. Right now, the park is open for visitors, but the flood stage goes up or down depending on the time of the day and, of course, the weather. A park ranger saying when the snow melts, it typically happens overnight. Well, that in turn causes the river to level and go up and overflow into nearby campgrounds. Well, that's before receding during the daytime. Although the cycle is not a pause for panic, rangers add they are keeping the campsites closed for the moment, as they've never seen Yosemite like this before.
For example, up on this side of me is Staircase Fall above Curry Village, and that doesn't go very often, and it's going now. I'm looking at the corner of my eye, the biggest I've ever seen it.
As we head into peak season, park rangers are encouraging visitors to stay away from the waterways. Just last week, they had 2 swiftwater rescues. If they see you there, you will be escorted back to shore and asked to leave the park.
At the state capitol, Gavin's Law hits a dead end for a third time as it fails to make it out of the Appropriations Committee. Gavin's Law was named after Clovis Unified Vice Principal Gavin Gladding, who was killed in 2018 after he was hit by a car while jogging on Friant Road. The law would increase penalties for deadly hit-and-run crashes when a drunk driver leaves the scene and sobers up before being caught. Because the proposed law did not make it out of the Assembly Committee, the state legislature will not vote on it.
Attorney General Rob Bonta says he's seriously considering running for governor. Over the weekend, Bonta told the San Francisco Chronicle that he's considering a run during the next gubernatorial race in 2026. Well, he was asked to elaborate during a panel with the Public Policy Institute of California.
I am honored, grateful to say that quite a few folks have reached out to me, encouraging me to run for governor. I will make a decision at some point, but that point is not now.
Bonta's remarks come less than 1 month after California Lieutenant Governor Elani Kounalakis formally launched her campaign. The writer who won a $5 million verdict against former President Trump is going after him again. E. Jean Carroll has amended her original case and will seek more punitive damages. What she's doing is she's claiming the former president repeated defamatory comments against her during a CNN town hall. Well, jury recently found Trump guilty of sexually abusing Carroll and awarded her $5 million. Trump denies it and is appealing.
President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy met face-to-face Monday after a weekend of on-again, off-again negotiations over raising the nation's debt ceiling just days before the government could reach a hard deadline and run out of cash to pay its bills.
That's right. Our Washington correspondent, Rashad Hudson, joins us with the very latest on that.
And so far, the two have not reached an agreement, but President Biden called his meeting with Speaker McCarthy productive.
We both agreed default's not really on the table.
President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy returned to the negotiating table Monday on raising the nation's debt ceiling.
I thought it was more productive than the other meetings we've had, but we still have differences.
The consequence of failing to pay our bills would be that American people would have a real kick in their economic well-being.
North Carolina Congressman Patrick McHenry is leading the negotiations on the Republican side.
I am concerned about making sure we can have a deal that can pass the House, the Senate, and be signed by the President. It's a complicated piece of math.
Republicans are demanding deep spending cuts in exchange for raising the debt ceiling, something House Democratic leadership rejects.
Republicans are asking for extreme right-wing policy changes.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says June 1st is a hard deadline or the U.S. risks defaulting on its debts.
This is not how government should work. This is not how the Republicans want it to work.
And Speaker McCarthy says a deal must get done this week so lawmakers can vote on it to meet that June 1st deadline. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson, back to you.
KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:07.
Still ahead this morning, we'll meet a representative from Miss Winkle's Pet Adoption Center and all the amazing friends they have to offer you at home.
And humans and pets will enjoy this cool down this week. First, your 40 allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Oak, privet, and olive are the top pollens. We are in the low to medium range through Friday. I'll show you the drop in temperatures into the holiday weekend as KSEE Sunrise continues.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
While under IV sedation, you can have all of your dental work done while you sleep. For more information about the process, call Better Life today.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
When you experience a serious injury at work, it can change your life forever. You may be permanently disabled and unable to provide for your family in the way you always have. Don't trust the insurance company to tell you what your injury is worth. You need someone on your side who fights for you. At Barry Smith & Bartell, we are committed to making sure you can reclaim your life after even the most serious injury. Call us now for a free case assessment. Barry Smith & Bartell, bringing justice to injured workers.
Dad?
I was the lead singer.
Packing tape is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
We've seen a wet winter season this year. Along with green grass and spring flowers, allergies may start earlier, and COVID, flu, and other viruses are still very active. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic virus symptoms. Take away the guesswork and get proper diagnosis and early treatment from our Valley locations before allergy symptoms arrive. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
This is how legends 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Head to your Central Valley Chevy dealers today for exciting Memorial Day offers all month long on the legendary Silverado. Get $5,250 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
This is going to be the big one. The annual Central California Memorial Day Spa and Swim Spa Show is going on this weekend at the Big Fresno Fairgrounds. 10 major brands battling it out for your business and save 30% to 50% off retail. Over 100 in-stock hot tubs and swim spas to choose from. Now is the time to buy. Plus, take advantage of amazing payment options. The show ends this Sunday and is located at the Big Fresno Fairgrounds.
Don't let the insurance company push you around. Get a law firm that can push them around. The team at Jacoby & Myers has gotten our clients up to 10 times the insurance company's original offer. Don't settle for less. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
A garden hose is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
And we're off to a cool start this morning. Matter of fact, temperatures cooler compared to this time yesterday for most of the valley, and we got clear skies. Here's the sunrise happening right now from our valley cam. This one at Eagle Mountain Casino in Porterville, looking off to the east. Tulare County Mountains saw some impressive thunderstorms yesterday. We're basically just going to see some clouds. Cooler, drier air is pushing the monsoon away from central California. 61 in Porterville this morning. Southeast winds at 7 miles an hour, and visibility is looking pretty good this morning. And having a cup of coffee, well, not too bad to actually have hot coffee for the first time in quite some time in the morning hours. We'll be in the upper 50s to lower 60s all the way through 8 o'clock. Some valley spots in the 70s by 9. Upper 80s in the North Valley today. Fresno County southward, low 90s, but everyone's cooler compared to yesterday. And this is a cooling trend that takes us into the rest of the week. And it might linger into parts of the holiday weekend. Temperature is still fairly nice for late May. We'll show you that 7-day forecast in a few minutes. First, for now, we'll send it back to you.
From now until the end of the month, all pet adoptions at Miss Winkle's Pet Adoption Center in Clovis, absolutely free.
That's right. It's all a part of their Sprint Into Summer adoption event. And joining us to talk all about this is Taylor Mosher. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm an animal lover. I have a big pet at home, a very big pet. So tell me about this wonderful event.
Absolutely. I'd love to. So we recently announced this last Friday, our Spring Into Summer adoption special. And what we're doing is inviting our community to spring into summer with a new best friend from Miss Winkle's Pet Adoption Center that can share in all of your summer adventures. And we're waiving our adoption fees for all pets of all ages all the way through the end of May.
Yeah.
I've heard of, Memorial Day sales on appliances or cars or something. So why are you doing this through the end of May? Kind of not necessarily sale, but why is everything free for adoptions?
Sure, I'd love to share more about that. So every now and then there is just a greater need in our community to kind of help keep those adoptions moving. And this is the time of year that we generally start to see that. Now, we have the lowest running adoption fee in the valley. Our adoption fee is normally only $25.
Right.
Generally speaking, that's enough to really keep our adoptions moving, always keep those pets finding homes. But this time of year, we started to see a bit of a slowdown, and all of our pets at Miss Winkle's, we are committed to them for life. They do not have a time limit on their stay with us. We are dedicated to finding them homes for however long it might take. Because of that, we really rely on the community to help keep those pets moving so we can bring in more that need help. And we started to build up a little bit of a wait list of pets that are still waiting to come to us. And so we launched this special to help our pets that are currently with us find homes, and so we can bring in more in our community that need us.
I think there's so many benefits to adoption. A pet, it's not just a pet to us, it's our friend. So if you can tell me some of the benefits of adopting that animal from you guys.
Absolutely. So adoption is such a special thing. These are animals that come from different situations. Many of them were found as strays, and they are kind of in that in-between. They're looking for love, they're looking for a family, and they are looking for that from you, from a member of our community. And when you step up to adopt, you are changing the life of that pet forever, but you're also changing your life. You're bringing that love and that joy that pets bring into your home and into your heart, and there's truly nothing that can compare to that.
And what else is provided with the pet for someone who is adopting?
Great question. Yes. All of our pets are spayed or neutered. They are up to date on vaccines. They're microchipped. We also provide a collar and an engraved tag with the pet's name and your information. And if you live in Clovis, we include a Clovis dog license because we're part of Clovis Animal Services. And we also offer a free vet visit with a few local vet partners. It's a really amazing deal.
Wow, so kind of all taken care care of for you. Why wouldn't you guys at home adopt? You know, my big question is, what variety of pets? Is a lot of dogs you guys have, cats, or I guess everything right now?
Well, majority dogs right now.
Wow.
We have a lot of dogs, but we also, I have it on good authority, we'll have several kittens in the next couple of days, if that's what you're looking for.
Is there some babies coming?
There are. It's that time of year, start of kitten season, where we start to see a lot coming in. But right now, it's really those larger breed dogs that really need help finding homes. So if you have a heart for those big guys, definitely come see us.
All right, well, make your way over to Miss Winkles for a free adoption event. It's happening now, going to the end of the month. Don't want to miss out on these furry friends. They are open for walk-ins Tuesday through Sunday from 1 to 5 in the afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Trying to get their forever home. I just had to put that in there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Great information, and the process is super simple. So thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
KSEE 24 sunrise time about 6:15.
Still ahead, checking out the adverse effects of hitting the snooze button and the impact that could have on your health.
What I see on KSEE 24, stories of everyday people making a big difference and an impact in our community. I see passion. I see a collective driven to make changes in public policy, voicing concerns and advocating issues, making the Valley better for everyone. I see local stories making an impact. So I want to invite you to see it all here every day on KSEE 24 News.
Changed group homes 36 times and high schools 16 times.
I think I was just used to it.
Your sister was in a foster home and she started getting sex trafficked. New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on KSEE 24.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air, perfectly tuned to your home air. And operates whisper quiet. The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
Home is many things. Home is a place to play. A place to raise a family. A place to relax. At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you could schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
The most common form of dementia is Alzheimer's. At Oasis Adult Day Program, we really focus on keeping your body and mind moving. So the more cognitive stimulation and exercise you do, the slower Alzheimer's or dementia progresses. Our whole purpose is to offer a safe and engaging environment so your loved one is able to have fun while you are getting your much-needed break. To learn more, call 559-224-9121.
Our sauce starts with locally sourced, vine-ripened tomatoes. It's fresh herbs and spices, and it's made from the same recipe we've been using since 1958, because great things stand the test of time.
You changed group homes 36 times and high schools 16 times.
I think I was just used to it.
Your sister was in a foster home and she started getting sex trafficked. New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on KSEE 24. Congratulations, AJ Fox, for being certified most accurate by Weather Rate for 10 straight years. Watch AJ Fox every day on KSEE 24, your local weather authority.
Sliced fresh sandwiches, poured of subs.
And our cooling trend begins today. The North Valley really going to feel the biggest difference with our temperatures this afternoon. In Fresno County southward, you'll feel a bit of a difference, but the big cool down really settles in by the end of the week. 66 this morning in Fresno. We have 50s along the coast where there's fog and low cloud cover. Cool air, that's making its way to the valley. 70s for most of the desert region of the southwest. 62 in Visalia, while it's 58 in Merced, and 66 here in Fresno this morning. For the most part, Fresno County southward, a few degrees cooler compared to this time yesterday. Some spots in the North Valley, South Valley Valley, Kings, Tulare County, about the same, if not a little bit warmer. And winds are calm for the most part, but in western Merced County, they are starting to pick up. You get that cool air going through Pacheco Pass, the 152, and it impacts the North Valley first. So there's some areas with some wind gusts over 20 miles an hour. Even the same deal for Kings County along the 41 as you make your way to the Central Coast. These were our highs yesterday. Much cooler today. Got close to the triple digits in Lemoore and Hanford. 94 in Merced was the high, and 96 was the high in Visalia. Quick look outside to our Valley Cam, powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This one at Meadow Lakes in Fresno County. We're looking down towards the valley portion of Fresno County, Fresno and Clovis back here somewhere. Still some haze out there. That's just an issue as long as high pressure over us, but it's starting to break away, allowing us to cool off as this trough digs in. Look at the difference of China Peak. When we showed you this picture last week, at least half of the screen here, the snow was covering the base of the mountain. This is about 7,000 feet or so. This is a live picture from their webcam. It's pretty much gone at the lower elevations. It melted fairly quick over the weekend, and that was also an issue in Yosemite National Park. It still is an issue. There's still the flood warning in effect for the Merced River at the Pohono Bridge until further notice. The water levels along the river got close to 12 feet at one point late this weekend and early next week, but the watches, warnings, and advisories have expired for the Central Valley, but the rivers are still a big concern. That water's still cold. That water's still moving fast. So high pressure moves away, allows for this trough to dig in. So we will see some clouds from this trough as it drives into Central California later on this afternoon, this evening. And notice the monsoon moisture. It's staying on the backside of this area. This is cooler, drier air moving into California, and it's pushing that away from us. We're still going to see some clouds develop on the backside of the mountain range, and we're still going to see that some of that activity at least until the middle part of the week, but it's going to be much more calm, much more quiet compared to the last few days. Even Tulare County saw some impressive thunderstorms in the mountains yesterday. Then it's pretty much at a minimum as we move forward into Thursday into Friday. Temperatures in the 80s for the North Valley, low 90s for Fresno County southward for today. These temperatures still above average, though, which is about 85 for this time of year. Some parts of the photo communities will be in the 80s this afternoon, and then we do have 60s for the highest point of the Sierra, and then mid-70s for Yosemite National Park. 70 forecast shows temperatures continue to cool off for the rest of the week. Everyone drops into the 80s tomorrow, and we're going to have plenty of sunshine each afternoon. And once we move forward into Friday, we might end up in the upper 70s for a good portion of the valley. A little bit warmer this weekend, still cool for this time of year, and then getting close to the 90s on Memorial Day, Monday, but that's still not bad for late May. You can always watch your regional forecast any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralvalley.com. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Hitting that snooze button early in the morning could be seriously messing with your energy throughout the day. Researchers at Notre Dame University say when you hit snooze, you're starting a new sleep cycle. It's too short to complete. Also, those few minutes of uninterrupted sleep are not quality sleep. That contributes to grogginess and being less alert. Snoozing is caused by not enough sleep. So one simple solution: go to bed earlier to get those 8 hours of Z's, which is much easier said than done. I can't remember the last time I got 8 hours of sleep.
No, yeah, what, maybe a few years ago for me. Do you hit the snooze?
No.
Do you really not hit the snooze?
I can't even, I'm up before my alarm goes off. So
Really?
no.
So what time do you normally get up, like on a daily basis?
I don't want to talk about this. I was up at 1 today. I don't want to talk about this.
Ugh, yucky. All righty, back to some news. World health leaders are, on this camera, considering a one-and-done approach to the HPV vaccine. Well, health officials say a single-dose approach could be a game changer in the quest to eliminate cervical cancer across the globe. It would then extend supplies and save money, and experts say people are more likely to get a single shot than a complete series of vaccines. Right now, most countries give the HPV vaccine in a series of 2 to 3 shots, starting at around the age of 11 or 12. Well, HPV is a sexually transmitted infection linked to cervical cancer and other illnesses.
KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:22.
Still ahead, we're checking out a student that isn't letting anything hold them back from reaching their education.
Coming up on Central Valley today, the College of the Sequoias hosts the first ever bilingual grad ceremony. Hear about that and other cultural celebrations at COS, plus the 33rd annual Course Code Peddlers Antique and Collectibles Show. We have all the details today at 3.
You changed group homes 36 times and high schools 16 times.
I think I was just used to it.
Your sister was in a foster home and she started getting sex trafficked. New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on KSEE 24.
It's the 37th annual Pismo Beach Classic Car Show, June 2nd through the 4th. This 3-day event is one of the largest car shows in the country and features hundreds of show cars, live music, great food, and beer garden. Admission is free. Come stay in Pismo Beach and see the cool cars. Go to experiencepismobeach.com for more info and to book your stay. It's the Pismo Beach Classic Car Show, June 2nd through the 4th. Don't miss it.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
It's the final lap of Central Valley Honda dealers' race to save. Don't pass up supercharged savings, like a $279 a month lease on Civic, boldly delivering up to 42 mpg. $279 a month on HRV, with loads of cargo space and available all-wheel drive. And $369 a month on Accord Hybrid, hitting up to 51 mpg. But you gotta get here fast. Our Race to Save event ends Memorial Day.
Give it up one more time for Blake Shelton.
Join 23 seasons of Voice Friends to celebrate Blake's final episode live.
I've been here since the very beginning. I've got to win.
The Voice Live finale tonight on NBC.
Welcome to Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. The competition where if you can dream it, we can build it. It's go time.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge premieres May 30th after AGT on NBC.
It's crunch time at A&W. Try the double barbecue bacon crunch burger, made with a tangy sauce, smoky bacon, and crispy fried onions, paired with one of our sides and an ice-cold mug of A&W root beer. This is a combo you don't want to miss. Or try our lemonade shake, creamy vanilla soft serve blended with lemonade and topped with whipped cream and a cherry. A&W in Visalia, Tulare, and Exeter. Prices may vary, tax extra.
Changed group homes 36 times and high schools 16 times.
I think I was just used to it.
Your sister was in a foster home and she started getting sex trafficked. New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on KSEE 24.
And temperatures on the cool side for some parts of the valley this morning. Some areas are in the 50s, others in the 60s, but everyone enjoying a nice sunrise this morning. Here's what it looks like right now from our Valley Cam at Block Construction, Northwest Fresno, Palm and Herndon this morning. We have clear skies. We're going to see a few clouds here and there for today, and temperatures will be cooler compared to the last few days. 66 this morning in Fresno. Northwest winds at 5 miles an hour. Air quality improving for Merced County because the North Valley feels the impact of this cool down first. The rest of the valley, moderate air quality for this afternoon. Upper 50s to lower 60s at 7 o'clock. Our highs today, upper 80s, mainly for the North Valley, Fresno County southward, low 90s, but these highs are much cooler than yesterday. Still above average, though, which is about 84. And there'll be a nice breeze at the end of the day into this evening. The cooling trend does take us into the holiday weekend. I'll show you that 70 forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Here's a real story of perseverance. 7 years after being shot, a 25-year-old Khalil Watson finally walked across the stage to receive his associate's degree, all with the help of a robotic exoskeleton.
Fellow graduates from Reynolds Community College in Virginia cheered him on. Watson was shot in the neck in 2016. The shooting caused a spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed.
But thanks to his determination and the medical team right by his side, he regained his ability to move, enrolled at the community college, and eventually made his way to graduation day. He graduated with an associate degree in social work. Wow, incredible story right there. Well, along with that, an incredible achievement for a double amputee veteran. Despite several challenges, he managed to reach the top of Mount Everest.
Hari Buddha-Magar lost both his legs in Afghanistan. He reached the top of the mountain on Friday, assisted by a team of Nepalese climbers.
The team had to overcome poor weather and nearly running out of oxygen. He started planning the climb back in 2018. He says he hopes to inspire others with disabilities. Wowza. That just shows perseverance at its finest, I swear.
Few inspiring stories right there.
I know, right? You can do anything, put your mind to it, right, Brody?
That's right.
KSEE 24 sunrise time about 6:30.
Still ahead. Look at the final stand and final returns happening at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Changed group homes 36 times and high schools 16 times.
I think I was just used to it.
Your sister was in a foster home and she started getting sex trafficked. New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on KSEE 24.
Dad?
I was the lead singer.
Packing tape is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
When I think of loyalty, I think of Ginger. Ginger is an OG, not what you think. It means original gamer.
OG since '87.
She's been at Table Mountain from the very beginning. She has a history of big wins. I know, I've seen it. Machine after machine. Cha-ching! Shocker! Look who won again. Lucky day, Ginger. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
It's never happened. America has never defaulted on its debt. But John Duarte and Republicans in Congress keep pushing us closer. See, instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, Duarte voted to take away things we depend on. Funding for education, Medicaid, even veterans' health care. All while protecting tax breaks for billionaires and big corporations. So tell John Duarte, stop pushing America into default and start looking out for us.
At Marshall's, our buyers go to great lengths to find you great deals on great quality products. It's great. Everything here is great. We get the deals, you get the good stuff. Marshall's.
Car accident? Choose Jacoby & Myers. Here's the most important thing to know about insurance companies. In their world, they only see two kinds of people. Those with a lawyer and those without one. Those they have to take seriously and those they can take advantage of. Those who make them pay, and those who make them rich. So which kind do you want to be? And more importantly, who do you want to be your lawyer? Choose Jacoby & Myers. Justice for you since 1972.
The wait is over. Semaglutide, the generic for the #1 weight loss drug, is now available at Sylvan Med Spa and Weight Loss. Semaglutide curbs appetite and promotes feelings of fullness by interacting with specific brain regions. Used alongside diet and exercise, it can cause significant weight loss and reduce the risk of diabetes and heart disease. Plus, with 45 years of experience, Sylvan Med Spa is the premier choice for those on their weight loss journey. Book your appointment today at sylvanmedspa.com.
A garden hose is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
It's all on the table. We're going to talk about everything. I think I'm having my first hot flash.
I feel so honored.
It's sunshine on TV. It's everybody's show.
The Drew Barrymore Show, today at 2 on KC24. KC24 News is brought to you by the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools. Local news that matters. This is KC24 News Sunrise.
Coming up on Sunrise, a family in mourning after rescue teams scoured the Pine Flat Dam to find the body of their second child taken from them.
This is a hugely tragic situation that could have been prevented.
Plus, FEMA providing assistance throughout the week with resource centers posted up across the valley.
And millions of dollars headed to the city of Fresno following the governor's signature to help provide affordable housing. KC Sunrise starts now.
I like how you said that with the assertiveness. Now. Now. Well, good morning.
I want people to think it's not
Taryn
now.
Mitchell. No, it was good. It was like a harsh now. You know?
Yeah.
Now.
I'm Brody Logan. Thank you for joining us now.
Don't change the channel. Let's go ahead and take a live look out the door for everyone waking up with us right now. We're seeing the sun out there now. I'm out of nows. Good morning, Ruben.
I was waiting for a toss there, but apparently not. We've got clear skies this morning, a little bit cooler out there, and of course these temperatures are a little below average once we move forward into some parts of the North Valley, but Fresno County southward still technically hot for this time of year. We're going to be in the low 90s, Fresno County southward, but 88 in Merced. Some spots in western Merced County, even Los Banos, might struggle to hit 80 degrees. We're going to see a few clouds here and there from time to time, but this is cooler, drier air, and really no threat of showers or thunderstorms in the Sierra for today, so things are improving. Cool down takes us into the holiday weekend. Showing that 7-day forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Well, FEMA will be setting up shop in the South Valley to get federal resources to flood victims. Well, today the agency is opening up resource centers at the Alpine Unified School District. This is on Road 39. Along with that, the Rossi Education Center on Road 128. But Thursday through Saturday, FEMA will open up shop in Springville and Lindsay. Along with that, next Monday through Wednesday, people can find help at the Woodlake Community Center. The agency will help connect you with resources and available programs and will teach people how to submit a federal claim.
The raging waters of the Kings River turning deadly for one family. A brother and sister both swept away over the weekend. Body of a 4-year-old boy recovered. His 8-year-old sister found the day before.
Our Ben Morris has what led up to this heartbreaking tragedy that has become all too familiar.
Search and rescue teams out on the Kings River as early as 7 Monday morning.
continuing the second day of the search for an unidentified 4-year-old boy on the raging Kings River.
It was pretty soon after they arrived at the river that this happened. So it was just like as they were getting to the location where they wanted to picnic or set up is when the kids fell in.
The 8-year-old girl found dead only about an hour into the search on Sunday after a 40-person team conducted an extensive search in the water and from the air.
4 boats in the water and our helicopter overhead, and we also had a drone team searching.
They finally found the body of her brother Monday around 10:30 a.m., nearly 2 miles down from where he went in the river. Tragedy leaving first responders shaken.
This is a hugely tragic situation that could have been prevented. It's a very sad situation, and our hearts go out to the family.
The Kings River, San Joaquin River, and surrounding parks have been closed due to intense runoff from a historic snowmelt in the Sierra. Rescuers say this tragedy is proof that going into the water can quickly turn deadly.
Hopefully that this is a lesson and people really take warning and really take this seriously, that it's no joke. We can't have people recreating around the water because of how dangerous it is.
Monday, deputies installing new signs along the river. They say they've been forcing people out of the closed areas constantly.
We're opening the park so we can use them for searching, and people are just flooding in there. We really want to get that word out there that the river's closed. It's extremely dangerous, and please find alternative ways to recreate.
Ben Morris, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
A man's car burst into flames after he plows into a Dollar General store in South Fresno. This is the Dollar General on Belmont and 11th Street. It happened around 12:30 Monday afternoon. Police say the driver, a man in his 30s, lost control of his car and crashed into the store. He had a large gas can in the trunk of the car. That caused the entire car to catch fire. The driver was able to get out of this burning automobile, was taken to a local hospital for burns to his arms and eyes. Nobody else was hurt. The building only minimally damaged.
Visalia teacher is facing charges of molesting a student. Visalia police say Jeremy Hansen is a teacher at St. Paul's School. He's being accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old student. The criminal complaint includes 8 counts related to lewd acts and sexual offenses. Now, if convicted of all charges, Hansen faces up to 16 years in state prison.
At the state capitol, Gavin's Law hits a dead end for a 3rd time as it fails to make it out of the Appropriations Committee. Gavin's Law was named after Clovis Unified Vice Principal Gavin Gladding, who was killed in 2018 after he was hit by a car while jogging on Friant Road. The law would increase penalties for deadly hit-and-run crashes when a drunk driver leaves the scene and then ends up sobering up before being caught. Because the proposed law did not make it out of the Assembly Committee, the state legislature will not vote on it. Governor Newsom is signing off on millions of dollars to help develop and preserve housing in the city of Fresno. More than $2 million coming from a housing program for eligible cities, including the city of Fresno. The money will go toward housing production for the city as part of Mayor Dyer's continued efforts to address a housing crisis. Newsom gave Fresno a pro-housing designation, which allows the city to apply for grants and programs like this one. That way they can receive resources from the state.
KSEE 24 sunrise time is 6:37.
Still ahead, we're checking out what you should do to get ready for Memorial Day travel plans.
And our cooling trend in the Central Valley begins today. First, your 40-hour forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy, Oak, Privet, and Oliver, the top pollens. We are in the low to medium range through Friday. I'll show you the drop in temperatures into the holiday weekend as KSEE Sunrise continues.
Give it up one more time for Blake Shelton.
Join 23 seasons of Voice Friends to celebrate Blake's final episode live.
I've been here since the very beginning. I've got to win.
The Voice Live finale tonight on NBC.
Welcome to Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. The competition where if you can dream it, we can build it. It's go time.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge premieres May 30th after AGT on NBC.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in stores same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So throw it here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Step up to GMC with 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra light-duty models. We are professional grade GMC.
In California, we're on a journey to make energy cleaner, safer, and more reliable. At PG&E, our goal is to get there without leaving any family behind. We're undergrounding lines because it's safer and more affordable in the long run. We're helping our customers lower costs by choosing the right energy plan and taking control of their bills with predictable budget billing. As your hometown utility, we won't stop until we deliver the safe, reliable, renewable, and affordable energy you deserve.
During this health crisis, your company needs to stay compliant, and HR Mobile Services can help. Big or small, we assist with human resources, infectious disease response, safety compliance, policies and procedures, and more. Call HR Mobile Services today.
Introducing Me and Ed's new personal pan pizza. Thick, pillowy crust, sweet, zesty marinara, our famous 5-cheese blend, and spicy cupped pepperoni. Just $8.50. Me and Ed's, a better way to pizza.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, an eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
And our temperatures are cooling off. Things much more comfortable this morning, a little bit more comfortable in the afternoon, especially for the North Valley. But first, let's go to the South Valley to show you a live picture from our Valley Cam at Kauai Health in Visalia this morning. The sun is up, shining bright. We have clear skies. Visalia starting off with a temperature of 62 degrees this morning. Calm winds and visibility is 10 miles out at the airport towards the 198 and 99. Most of the valley, upper 50s to lower 60s through 7 o'clock this morning. But as the school day begins for students across the valley, near 70 degrees, still fairly comfortable out there. No need for a sweater or jacket. Then Fresno County southward, low 90s this afternoon. Merced, Madera counties, a number of spots in the 80s. We're close to average or getting closer to that, which is 84. Cooler and more seasonal temperatures starting tomorrow, and that cooling trend will take us at least through the first half of the holiday weekend. Still not bad for Memorial Day. I'll show you those temperatures with the 7-day forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Several states that rely on the Colorado River for water reaching an agreement with the Biden administration. The agreement allows for $1 billion in federal funding in exchange for a reduction in water usage. California, Arizona, and Nevada will voluntarily conserve 3 million acre-feet of water until 2016. It's about 13% of the state's total allocation from the river. The Biden administration will compensate cities, water district, Native American tribes, and farm operators for more than 2 million acre-feet of savings using funding from the Inflation Reduction Act. The Colorado River supplies water to more than 40 million people and roughly 5.5 million acres of farmland in 7 U.S. states.
Well, as the warm weather continues to melt snow in the mountains, Yosemite Park rangers are warning you to stay away from all the water. Right now, the park is open for visitors, but the flood stage goes up or down, typically depending on the time of the day and the weather. Well, the park rangers saying when the snow melts, and all this happens overnight. Well, that in turn causes the river levels to then go up and overflow into nearby campgrounds. That's before receding during the daytime. Although the cycle is not a cause for panic yet, rangers say they are keeping the campsites closed for the moment, as they've never seen Yosemite like this before.
The TSA is gearing up for a very busy summer travel season with this Memorial Day weekend getting things started around the country. The agency is warning people to expect some longer wait times at airports over the next few months, especially as travel is getting back to pre-pandemic levels. To help speed things along, TSA is encouraging more travelers to look into programs like PreCheck to ease some of the pressure at airports. Also, new technologies will help get customers through security as quickly as possible.
If your Memorial Day plans involve hitting the road instead of taking to the skies, you may catch a break at the pumps, finally. New data from AAA gas prices shows gas prices are holding steady at the moment. Just the national average for a gallon of gas is at $3.54. But here in California, the average price a little bit higher, standing at $4.80. And if you're looking for the cheapest place to fill up around town, we've got you covered this morning. You're filling up at Valley Gasoline on Olive Avenue in Fresno. That'll cost you about $3.99. In Madera, the easy trip on Madera Avenue is sitting at $4.01 per gallon. And in Kerman, you can fill up at the Walmart on Whitesbridge Avenue for just $3.99 a gallon. To see all the lowest prices for the Valley, you can visit a gas tracker on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Well, if you purchase an item at Bed Bath & Beyond before April 26th of this year, you may want to listen up. The bankrupt home goods retailer is no longer accepting returns from items bought before that date. Well, just in 2 days, all Bed Bath & Beyond stores and Bye Bye Baby stores across the nation will close for good. But until then, everything is up for sale, about 40% off.
Teenagers will now be allowed to open Venmo accounts with their parents' permission. The company is owned by PayPal. It's expanding the popular social payments app to a demo that will likely embrace it. The Venmo Teen account will be available for 13 to 17-year-olds and comes with a debit card for them as well. Parents will be able to monitor transactions and adjust privacy settings as well as move money to their teenager. KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:45.
And still ahead, we're taking it to the Old West, watching a real cowboy strut his stuff.
Hi, I'm Emily Irwin, host of Central Valley Today, KSEE 24's daily lifestyle show. How are you doing back there? I think I'm doing good. It's National Pretzel Day, a day to celebrate. The Good Feet store is here to help. This is an exciting day. We're throwing a party. We're throwing a pizza party. Oh, Robert.
Thank you,
Thanks
Robert.
for being here.
Tomorrow, Today celebrates the life and legacy of Mary Tyler Moore. Jenna sits down with the man who knew her best, her husband.
How would you describe your Mary?
Plus, an exclusive tour inside her personal estate. Tomorrow, only on Today.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you could schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
At Long John Silver's, our 100% white meat chicken is always just a batter tip away from becoming its own golden treasure. Batter up. Dive into our $6 chicken basket or order ahead at longjohnsilvers.com. Fish yeah.
It's called Shared Leadership, driven by each community in a groundbreaking setting, California's community schools, where parents and families, students and educators make decisions as one, creating the school and shaping futures together, based on the needs of their students, steeped in local culture, curriculum from cybersecurity to gardening, and assisting families with their needs, wellness centers, food pantries, and parental education. California's community schools, reimagining public education.
What do I see on KSEE? I see stories of everyday people making a big difference. There is such an amazing sense of passion and drive in the people in the Central Valley. Families wanting what's best for their children, children trying to make those families proud. I see this every day in the stories we tell. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact right here. And I invite you all to see it right here, every day on KSEE 24 News.
At Jacoby & Myers, we've been helping California accident victims for over 50 years. We've gotten clients 10, 20, even 100 times more than the insurance company's original offer. That's the difference experience makes. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you could schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
Scan our code today and get a firm offer on your vehicle at FresnoLexus.com.
And our temperatures on the cool side for certain parts of the valley. We are talking about temperatures in the 50s this morning for Merced and Madera counties. Merced at 58 degrees, Madera at 59. Still in the 60s for the South Valley, 62 in Hanford and Visalia this morning. But for the most part, temperatures are cooler compared to this time yesterday. The biggest difference of our temperatures, even though it's only about 2 to 4 degrees, Fresno County northward. So Merced County really going to feel the impact of the cool air first. Matter of fact, winds are picking up in western Merced County. While things are calm for most of the valley, these are airport observations, but you're seeing yellow, orange, and red pop on upper map. map. That's where the wind gusts are getting close to 20, maybe even 30 miles an hour, especially along Interstate 5, 152, the 41 as you make your way to the Central Coast. Outside our Valley Cam, powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This one at the Tulare Outlets in Tulare. Blue skies as we look off to the north this morning. We will see a few clouds here and there as this cold front moves through. This is going to help knock down our temperatures starting today, and it's cooler, drier, so it's going to push the monsoon away from Central California. We're still going to see some clouds develop on the backside of our mountain range where there's still a chance of a shower or thunderstorm, mainly closer to the Nevada side of the Sierra, but we still got that slight chance, but things much more calm compared to the last few days. Might still have some lingering clouds tonight into tomorrow morning, and the shower and thunderstorm activity just dies down day by day as that flow of cool air continues to impact our temperatures here, so things will be much more comfortable. Flooding will still be a concern, but the process is slowing down since temperatures are cooling off. Still got that flood warning in effect for the Merced River at the Pohono Bridge until further notice. The water level along the river at one point this weekend and yesterday was about 12 feet, and the flood advisory for the Kings River, that has expired, but it's still dangerous out there. That water's still cold, still moving fast, and it's going to be like that for a while. 90s mainly Fresno County southward. We're getting closer to average, which is 84, 93 in Lemoore, 93 in Selma, 91 in Fresno, but 88 in Mendota, 85 for Fireball, 88 in Merced, and 83 in Los Banos, and temperatures in the 70s today for Yosemite, so things much more comfortable out there. Walking the pups, things much more comfortable, even though 91 is the air temperature. Surface might be a little bit warmer, but this is much better than the upper 90s we had yesterday, and it's still a bit of a breeze. These are our good friends, Mondo, Petty Lane, and Libby Moon. They're fellow pug friends of Sadie out there, so they're excited about the cool down too. As always, if you want your pup on KSEE Sunrise, just go to Ruben KSEE24 on social media. We'll show it right here. We're getting to those pictures you sent me for National Rescue Dog Day. We're going to show them. We got quite a lot of them, so we're getting through those over the next couple of weeks. 7-day forecast shows temperatures continue to cool off for the rest of the week. Seasonable temperatures for everyone tomorrow. Upper 70s possible on Friday. We do warm up a little bit this weekend. Mid-80s for the most part. Getting close to the 90s on Monday, Memorial Day, but that's still not bad for the end of May in Central California. You can always check out your regional forecast any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralvalley.com. For now, we'll send it back to you.
It is a scene right out of an old Western movie. Well, if one ever took place on the Michigan freeway. Team of wranglers chasing down and lassoing a runaway steer.
They actually lassoed it?
Watch.
Well, this steer named Lester, of course he named Lester, had been on the loose for several weeks after escaping a nearby ranch.
A rider on horseback, you see it right here, and 3 people, 2 ATVs, they all chased Lester across several lanes of Interstate 75 before he was finally caught.
Thankfully no one hit Lester. That could have been bad.
Yeah, thankfully. Yeah, Lester, what are all these people, what are these people doing? Just passing on the left side? Yeah, thankfully the police cruisers then blocked traffic on that side.
What is on this car right here? Do you see that?
Yeah, it says, it's a light that says stop. Next time they see you rolling, they're going to be hating, but they won't hear you coming. Because Cadillac Escalade's going electric.
That's right. GM has announced it's working on an all-electric version of
You might have to be a chameleonaire to buy this thing.
To get this luxury full-size Cadillac Escalade SUV called the Escalade IQ.
It's all part of GM's plan to make the luxury brand exclusively an EV label by 2030.
What'd you call this? Chameleon what?
Chameleonaire.
Chameleonaire.
That's what that line was.
I remember. I was kind of young, but I remember that song.
Yeah, and I was just saying, to afford one of these Escalades, you're going to need to be a chameleonaire.
How did the song go that he sang?
What? Riding dirty.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Hopefully you won't be riding dirty. You better get that thing clean. You pay all that money for a Cadillac.
I wanted you to sing the lyrics.
Not going to sing it. KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:52. We're going to take a look at this morning's top stories, but first it was coming off the Day Show at 7. I got to play that one for Vandy. He's going to like that song.
He would. It's a banger.
Good morning, guys. Coming up on Today, what we're learning about the driver detained overnight after crashing into security barriers near the White House. We will have a live report. Also ahead, Memorial Day's almost here, and that's the start of what is expected to be one of the busiest summer travel seasons in decades. So, how are the airlines and the airports getting ready for the surge? We will ask the CEO of United when he joins us live. And then from supplements to skincare, we are revealing the best over-the-counter picks from U.S. News & World Report. And the wildly popular Peloton instructor, Allie Love. She'll be here. She's got some big news on the new place she'll be finding her unique brand of motivation when we see you in just a bit right here on Today.
The volunteer cop swarmed by bees breaks his silence. He was attacked on live TV. The bees took him down. What he's saying today. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition tonight at 7 on KSEE 24. Real-time views where you live. The Valley Chem Network gives you the latest conditions live. See them on KSEE 24 News or online at yourcentralvalley.com. Powered by Eagle Mountain Casino.
It's amazing what you can do while you're donating blood.
I can conquer other worlds.
Somebody needs some breath mint.
But what you're really doing
It's saving my life.
Saving a life is so easy.
You can do almost anything else while doing it. And it only takes about an hour. My hero.
Make an appointment now to donate vitally needed blood.
Oh, leave me to clean up the dragon.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide from you, or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad, once daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
This month at the Tachi Palace is going to be amazing. It's May-nificent. I mean, there's so many Mays to win, you should be here all May long. Because with over 2,000 winners and $300,000 in cash and prizes on the line, it's going to be mayhem. This May, it's more winners and more chances to cha-cha-ching at the Tachi Palace Casino Resort. This is 40.
We are the tillers, the nurturers, the architects of flowers that spark the senses, landscapes that conserve our water, seedlings that will one day help provide the oxygen we breathe. We are the caregivers, cultivating and protecting. We are the garden coaches in classes and seminars, consultants at homes and businesses, encouraging and inspiring. Now together, we are the future. We are Belmont Nursery.
Slice fresh sandwiches, pour the subs.
Here's a look at today's top stories. Today and tomorrow, FEMA is opening up resource centers at the Alpa Unified School District office on Road 39 and the Arosi Education Center on Road 128. Thursday through Sunday, FEMA will open up shop in Springville and Lindsay. And next Monday through Wednesday, people can find help at the Woodlake Community Center. The agency will help connect people with resources and available programs. It will help teach people how to submit a federal claim.
Well, a man's car burst into flames after he plows into a Dollar General store in South Fresno at around 12:30 yesterday afternoon. Well, the Dollar General on Belmont and 11th Street was where this took place. Now, police say the driver, a man in his 30s, for some reason lost control of that car and crashed into the store. He had a large gas can in the trunk of the car, which then caused the car to catch fire. The driver thankfully was able to get out of the burning car and was taken to a local hospital for burns to his arms and his eyes. Nobody else was hurt, and the building was only minimally damaged.
Gavin's Law. It's a dead end for a third time as it fails to make it out of the Appropriations Committee. It was named after Clovis Unified Vice Principal Gavin Gladding, who was killed in 2018 after he was hit by a driver while jogging on Fryan Road. The law would increase penalties for deadly hit-and-run crashes when a drunk driver leaves the scene and then sobers up before being caught. Because the proposed law did not make it out of the Assembly Committee, the state legislature will not vote on it.
$2 million on its way for a housing program for eligible cities. Well, that includes here in Fresno. That money will go towards housing production for the city as a part of Mayor Dyer's continued efforts to address a housing crisis. Newsom gave Fresno a pro-housing designation, and that allows for the city to apply for grants and programs like this one to receive funding and resources from the state.
And our temperatures today, cooler. This is our cooling trend. It'll take us into the weekend. It begins this afternoon. Take you outside first to show you a live picture from our Valley Cam. This one at Pickett Solar in Fowler this morning. You can see things are calm as we look over Highway 99 this morning. Let's head up to the Sierra to show a live picture from Meadow Lakes. This is about 4,000 feet or so in the mountains of Fresno County, looking down towards the east side of the valley, including the cities of Fresno and Clovis. A little bit of haze out there. Nothing usual about that when high pressure builds over us, but we'll see some clouds here and there when that cold front finally moves through California, allowing for our temperatures to cool off here in the Central Valley. So upper 80s, mainly Merced, Madera counties today, low 90s, Fresno County southward. We're closer to average, which is 84. Still going to see some clouds in the Sierra, but the activity will be kept to a minimum. This is cooler, drier, so it's pushing the monsoon away from our local mountains. Cooler, more seasonal temperatures tomorrow, maybe even the upper 70s on Friday. We do warm up a little bit for this weekend, but it's still going to be fairly pleasant. 89 on Memorial Day, not bad for this time of year, but things will definitely be cooler compared to the last few weekends here in the Central Valley. We'll send it back to you.
Stay tuned for the Today Show. That's coming on next. We'll be back at 11 for midday.
Yeah, that's right. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. We'll see you later.